Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm gonna be showing you my opinion if these non-WCA events at blindfold there should be added to the WCA. And some of these you might agree with, some of them you might not. Some of them you should immediately get out of them. Some of them, get out! So, let's get into it. Starting off with probably the biggest fan favorite to get into WCA, and I think this probably has a brain that it wants to get into WCA, is the mirror cube. This is basically just a 3x3. If you know how to solve a 3x3, you can solve a mirror cube. Even if you average like 2 minutes on 3x3, my friend who averaged 2 minutes exactly on 3x3 can solve a mirror cube. It's just like a 3x3, but you solve it by recognizing the shapes instead of color. I mean, you can add color to it, but that would ruin the purpose and make it a bit of a dumb cube. But to be honest, I think that this should be added into WCA. First of all, it gets a new challenge for different cubers who have not tried the mirror cube, as it's pretty challenging. And second of all, it's just a good event. It's really fun to solve, not even that hard, but like you don't even need a tutorial on this, unless you need a tutorial on a 3x3, then you do need a tutorial on how to solve this. But it can also get opportunities for new competitors, or like more events for new competitors, especially if there's a competition with like newcomer podiums. There were some competitions that happen like that have newcomer podiums, and if I was a newcomer, I would probably podium in the newcomer podium. But what happens if we throw in a blindfold? This is mirror cube blindfolded. You solve the cube by shape. You try to feel the shapes until you solve this Rubik's Cube. And I'm just going to quickly do that. I have the corner, but I don't know like which edge is supposed to go in here. Maybe this one? Maybe this one. Let's try that. Yep. Get the entire first two layers done. No, something's supposed to go in here. This? I think so. Yep. Which OLL do we have? And yes, it is possible to predict OLL, to find out which OLL you have, but I can't really do that right now. It would be a little hard. Out of all the 57 algorithms, which one is it? But I mean, same thing for PLL. So which PLL is this? I think it's AB. And people can do this in a minute. Me, 3 minutes. But personally, I am not a big fan of mirror cubes, of really any event that you have like a high chance of DNFing in. And all of the cubes which you have a high chance of DNFing are mirror cube blindfolded, 3x3 blindfolded, 4x4 blindfolded, 5x5 blindfolded, 3x3 multiple blindfolded, FMC, writing down how many moves it takes you to solve the cube, and clock, which you don't have one of. And it's not just really a good event. So let's move on. Picture cube. I think you know what I'm gonna say for this. Get out! This is just a bad cube. I mean, first of all, it also has a high chance of DNFing. Like if you have a misaligned center, or like what that a misaligned center can look like is something like that. It's also super hard to solve. It's so hard to solve, I'm just gonna take it out and put it back in. And it's just not a really good cube. It's time consuming. Like for this, not just because this specific one is small, but it can take minutes. Like it takes longer than usual 7x7 time. It can take like to about 10 minutes, and like you have a high chance of DNFing because if you go over time limit, it out. So I'm gonna be ranking out of 10 for these events. Mirror Cube, I'm gonna rank it a 9. Mirror Blindfolded, I'm gonna rank it a 2. And this one, I'm gonna rank it a 3.14, You get the idea. The Access Cube. Though this is one of my favorite events now, it's too time consuming. It's too hard. It's a 3x3 shape mod, but the world's second hardest 3x3 shape mod, I think, just behind the Ghost Cube, which I'm pretty sure is pretty similar to the average Ghost. Talking about that, there might be a ghost in my room. Hi, ghost. Can you solve a Rubik's Cube? Probably can. So, I don't think that the Access Cube is really a good event. I'm gonna rank it a 5. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it gets in, but it's also like it's the good thing about it is that it's not a high chance of DNFing. But I'm gonna rank it a 5. The next one is an interesting puzzle. I've never showed this on my channel before, or have I? I have 87 videos. This is the 88th. I don't think I have. This is the Klotsky puzzle. And first of all, I'm going to rank this 10. It's a really fun puzzle, a quick puzzle, but I'm going to tell you more about it. The goal of this puzzle is sliding and just trying to get all the numbers from 1 through 15. I'll scramble it maybe a bit more. And it's also not a very time-consuming event. I mean, scrambling difficulty is like weird. Like there's no really notations for it that I know of, but it's just really fun. And I'm gonna do a time solve. I usually average around 25 seconds, and I'm not sure what the world record is, but I guess it's probably around 10 seconds. Though I've gotten a 6-second solve before, so maybe I have the world record. Who knows? I know maybe. But anyways, that was a pretty good solve. 19.44. Personally, though this is a really hard cube scramble, kind of like that, I think I'm going to rank this a 10. It's just a really fun puzzle, not even that hard. I mean, you could even maybe just add the 3x3 version. This is the 4x4 version, or maybe even the 5x5 version, or maybe even the 10x10 version of the Klotsky puzzle. And finally, to end with, the best non-WCA event of them all. The one, the only, Square 2. This is a tough event, and that's what I like about it. It's just so fun to solve. I'm gonna give it a 2. Well, I'm gonna give it 2 trillion out of 10. No, I mean, it's also a challenge which pushes yourself to a skill level, and this is an awesome puzzle to solve. You can also change the color scheme, but I would not recommend doing that as it looks painful. And to be honest, what number should I rank it out of 10? I'm going to rank it out of 10, Aleph Null, which is a type of infinity. I hope that you got convinced to try some of these events, none of these events, and that's it for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, as we're trying to get 250 subscribers by the end of the year. So make sure you subscribe, like, and also subscribe, because 90.4% of you guys are not subscribing. And also, please stop making my cubes disappear. Now I'm starting to be serious. And beware of the globe. It may hunt you down. Ooh, it's Sweden. Bye.